What's going on, top producer? Alexander Fazlani here, and today we're going to discuss the three things that if you do boil your business down to these three things, you will be a top producing agent in your office. But before we dive into that, I need you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can continuously bring this content to you every Tuesday and Thursday or Friday for free 99. Doesn't matter when it's released, it just matters that it is. All right, so I was really meditating on this. I was thinking about this for a while. I was actually really pondering, if I had to look at all the noise of the real estate business and I had to boil it down to just three things. If you do these three things, everything else will take care of itself and you will see success in any types of sales or any type of service-based industry, right? And I thought about it and I came up with these three things. So let me know in the comments below what you think, okay? So the first thing is, if you're mediocre to good at building relationships and adding value and educating your sphere of influence, you will be successful, right? No matter what sales you're doing, as long as you're good at connecting with people, you're going to do phenomenal. I know a couple of agents that have never cold called, never door knocked. They've done open houses and just connected with people. That was it. They literally made friends, and they connect with friends of friends. They go to parties a lot. And somehow opportunities just fall into your lap all the time, and they seem to get lucky all the time, but there's no luck that is involved in that. They're just really good at connecting, and like I said, every so often they'll get a question from somebody like, oh, so what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a real estate agent. And then they'll ask them a question like, oh, I have this situation happening, or oh, my mom was thinking about selling, or whatever, because they put themselves in that situation all the time to connect and build relationships. She's also phenomenal at the DM game. She'll connect with you via DM. She shoots text messages out all the time. And I think she only dedicates about half hour to an hour a day to just following up with her friends and family, connecting with them, and opportunities just kind of fall into her lap all the time. So I feel like we overcomplicate it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't cold call and you shouldn't door knock, but when you get those people into your book of business, you have to be able to connect with them on a personal level and on a professional level, and also provide value that they want to have in their life, right? So for example, one big thing for me was I always wanted to be your real estate plug. So whenever I met somebody, besides just getting their information, I just was like, hey, listen, if you ever need a contractor, you ever need a quote for this a roof, plumbing, electrical, please let me know. I want to be that person that connects you to the right person. If you need a lawyer, if you need a divorce attorney, I'm your guy. Just picture me as your plug. I'm here to assist you, and I'm not going to require you to pay me anything. I'm just going to connect you to the right place. And then if you ever are looking to sell, please let me know. And I also got a referral business from that as well, right? And I just constantly stayed in contact every couple of months or so, every quarter, every month. I would just connect. Hey, how's everything going? How's the kids? Blah, blah, blah. And just connect with them on a personal level, like I said, and remind them, if you ever need anything, I'm here. And then that was it, right? And that went so far. Also, my email blast was crushing it at 1.2. Every week I was sending them some type of information. I was sending them the listing of a week, so on and so forth. And trust me, I've had customers unsubscribe to my email list, but then still call me to sell their place. It's not anything personal, but I was able to connect with people, and it works out. So if you're able to build relationships, add value, and educate your sphere of influence, you will be solid. The second thing that you need to master or really bring, hone in on, is following up. Okay, so this is where everybody falls apart, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna turn this video off, I don't want to follow up, right? And it's awkward sometimes, especially if you haven't really met this person and haven't really connected with them fully, right? Because usually when you're cold calling or door knocking, you meet somebody, it's surface level, it's first impression based, but you're not really connecting with them, and you don't know how to make that follow-up call, right? For me, following up is the art of following up is literally almost everything. You have to be good to really good at follow-up, but you have to be mediocre to good at building a relationship, right? So what do I mean by that? Is by following up, you're going to build that relationship, right? So what I want from everybody that's watching this, or if any real estate agent who's really trying to take this in, is when you're connecting with someone and they tell you about their kids, or they tell you about what they like doing, or they tell you about, things that you are also interested in, connect over that. And then, following up in regards to that is so much easier than following up and be like, hey, if you ever need anything in regards to real estate, please give me a call, right? So I just want to give this quick example, and I'll leave it at that, right? So I had this one person that was really into the law of attraction, and I at that time I was super into the law of attraction. I was like all about it. I was reading all the books, and we connected on that. And then I read this book that Talking to Yourself is Not Crazy. It's one of these books that I got from my chiropractor or something. And I followed up with the customer. I was like, hey, I have this book. I wanted to this is not a real estate call. I just wanted to say I had this book that I wanted to drop off to you. When is the best time to drop it off? He gave me a time. We connected. We talked some more. He referred me to his cousin. He referred me to his aunt. And he also referred me to his little sister, who I ended up selling her house, right? I've never serviced this one guy, okay? But I connected with him so well that I was able to get other opportunities, and the power was all in the follow-up, and we followed up on a personal level. So that's all you gotta do. Like, that's literally the art of following up. Obviously, if you're calling for sale by owner or an expired, there's some tactic there. But for the most part, if you're doing geo leads, or you're just like kind of door knocking around for sale by owner, open houses or mega open houses, right? It doesn't have to be overcomplicated. You could do it with just simplicity and just personally connecting with somebody. And if you don't personally connect with somebody, that's okay too. You don't have to service that person. There's like millions of houses in the United States. You don't have to get every single one. There's plenty for everyone to eat and actually be very successful in the real estate business. All right. The first skill, build the relationships. You have to be good at that. Second thing, you have to be really good at follow-up. The third and final thing is you have to be really good at putting yourself in the right place at the right time. So this is funny because you have to be where the people are, right? So I know one agent that literally joins like 3 softball leagues every like baseball season, and he connects with people that way. He joins every new person on the team. He gets their number, he connects with them, and he really like bonds with people over softball, and that's his jam. And he got buildings. When I tell you building listings from that, he got large building listings from just playing softball, right? So you have to be where the people are. You have to be able to connect with people on everything. So you can do that at open houses, right? An open house is literally an invitation for anyone who's interested in real estate to come in and talk to you, right? You have to attend events, home buyer seminars. You have to support local businesses, do business spotlights, right? Wherever the people are, that's where you want to be, and you have to put yourself in the right place at the right time. And trust me, every place is the right place at the right time, right? You can connect with anybody at your kid's softball game, at your kid's football game. I know somebody who does jiu-jitsu, right? And I'm pretty sure he can find, business opportunities there. I found business opportunities at CrossFit when I was doing CrossFit. I met a lot of referral partners there, right? I've even met agents there that joined my team, right? So all you have to do is, if you focus on these 3 things, everything else, the scripts will take care of themselves, right? Because the more you're having conversations, the more you're connecting with people, the better you're going to get at it. And that just leads to more opportunities. And then the know-how and everything else, you can find that out. There's Google, there's people in your organization that can guide you in the right direction. So if you do these 3 things, I guarantee you will become the top producing agent in your office if you really hone in on them. All right. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 3 things. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or DM us directly. We're an open book. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.